Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Heinz Field. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Good.
First carry for James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
Start! 230. 7. Man, that's trash. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam. Hey, alert. No foul. Hey, Foxtrot. Flag,
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Hands up. Lead. Rip right. Check go. Can. Regular. Double up. Hands up.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Javon Hargrave in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Steelers
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 70 yards, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring... down at the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Cut, cut, cut. Switch, switch. Check the backer, check the backer. Yes, five, six.
Dalton. Forced out to his left. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Hey, Alpha. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Monday. Middle. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Push him back. Push him back. 57's the Mike.
Roethlisberger will throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And Eifert has it. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Under 10.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that is not going to go for Bullock. It's left to the upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy side. Plus, you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
King. Watch the twist.
The drive will start with Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You got it. 44. So basic. Go. Check Mike 57. Come off the ball. Alert. 57's right. Who that?
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Bravo! Hey, check one. Watching your five. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Hey. You go take.
And 1. Now here's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Got a man open, it's Ross. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go. Hey, Zoo. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the out. Jim.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, Echo. 57. Mike, 50. Easy. I got you, boy.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Hey, alert. Let's go, Steve.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Delta. You remember me. Let's go, baby. Mike's 57. Double bump. Hey, come on, no. Switch. Take both of them. 25. Check. Focus. 25.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Jack 16. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, seam 6. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Target. 44. 57. Mike, 57. I got one. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. You didn't want this. Back. Double. Black.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sean Williams. The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, boys, bring it on. At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A draw play, Bernard. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And a catch good, it's Eifert. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Mixon. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Dalton now to pass. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. Bullock's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 48.
6-6, pull it high. Turn up. Hey, check 16. Check 43.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
230. 22. 8.
Brings up second and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Roethlisberger complete to Washington. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Here we go. Back 80. Take 2 of them.
Again, it's Connor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Take 2 of them. 5.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
1st and 10.
Ready? Let go! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! 22, 44. Hey, Haywood! Get that quarterback, D-line!
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Connor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Bengals' 10-yard line.
Watch out. Snickers. Watch the safety creep. Check 31. Low 50. Black,
on second and goal, Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
2-2. Move. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Andy Dalton. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey. Regular. Shit. Mike,
a first down throw coming for Dalton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Big spot. Andy Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They come out here in the eye. Dalton wants to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Dalton. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down.